What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be looking at the CMB made knives Zetsu. Let's get into it. All right, so we have the Zetsu on the table, and what we're going to do today is we're going to do some profile comparisons up front, check the size of the knife, and see how it compares to some more familiar knives in case you're not familiar with the model. We'll check the profile out, see how thick the knife is, and then we'll weigh it and jump into my thoughts and impressions. Let's kick it off with a couple of budget knife comparisons. Here it is against the Devo Knives Pony Style. Move these up a little bit on the screen there. I just realized I'm off. And the Civivi Vision FG. So this is definitely more of that medium knife, just on the smaller size of medium for me personally. Let's get the Devo Pony Stout out of the way and bring out the Benchmade Bug Out, which I consider to be a medium knife. And then we'll go ahead and move the Vision FG out of the way. So it does look like the blade is a little bit longer actually than the Benchmade Bug Out, but handle wise it's longer, but it's thinner than the Bug Out. And then we'll bring out the Maverick here, and you'll be able to see the Maverick longer overall, and then the Bug Out is coming in just a little bit smaller. So actually this is more of a medium knife. I think that's thinness is what was throwing me off. So we'll bring the Bug Out, move that out of the way, and just a couple more profile comparisons here in case you're more familiar with some of these. Here it is against the CJRB Echo and Titanium, and we'll bring out the Kunwu Padre just because I had that in the pocket today. So definitely more medium. The Padre might make it seem like it's a little bit of a bigger knife, but that's because a lot of the Padre's girth is in that contoured scale. Let's see how it compares thickness-wise to some of these other knives. So since we have the Echo out here, let's go ahead and check it out against the Echo first. And actually, they both have front flippers, so I'm going to have to flip it over. And you can see there that the Zetus is actually going to be a little bit thicker, and then we'll compare it against the Civivi Vision FG because the Bug Out is also going to be thin. And you can see very comparable to the Vision FG as far as thickness. Now this does have what I believe is a steel liner. Let me see here. Is it just a lock bar insert? Nope, it is a titanium liner. Yeah, titanium liner with a steel lock bar insert. Okay, so mistaken there. I thought it was, I saw somewhere where it was steel, but it is not. It is definitely titanium, and coming in at 3.3, actually not that bad. I thought it was going to be 3.5, coming in a little bit lighter than what I was anticipating on seeing on the scale. All right, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into my thoughts and impressions on the Zetus. We're going to start with ergos. You have a very neutral handle shape here, very thin through the body, but you have good thickness here, so it's actually pretty comfortable in hand, I have to admit. Do I wish there was a little bit more to the back here? A little bit for me, but I think for anyone from medium to large hands, are going to find that this is just fine. It's going to feel very comfortable. There's no hot spots. It's very well chamfered, and weight-wise in the hand feels really, really good. I even like the fact that they went with the dive board style titanium pocket clip here because it's chamfered well enough around the edges where you're not really feeling any discomfort from the pocket clip while it's in hand. Lock bar access is very tight on this one. This one to me feels like it's meant to kind of be moved over and closed versus coming in from the side. Now it does have a lip here, and you'll see that little lip is actually what you're kind of able to get a hold of. So it is tight for me, but thinking about someone with smaller hands, it actually might be okay as far as disengaging it. From here, it's actually even a little tight to get into the scales there to disengage it. To me, this is the most comfortable way to disengage it. The front flipper works really well. You got a nice, tall, proud unicorn flipper tab here, and you got well done jimping. It's not the best, and it's far from the worst. I would say the jimping on it is good for front flippers. If you're into front flippers, this is going to be one that you will not be disappointed with at all whatsoever. You have M390 in a dual washed blade, not necessarily my favorite. The black coating with the satin finish looks good, but I have found that these DLCs, as you use them, even if you're just unboxing packages, those tend to show wear marks right away. So while it looks pleasant right now, it's going to fade away. I kind of wish they would have done like the fade wash, like they did all throughout the titanium on the handle and the pocket clip on that black wash and then satined it. I think that probably would have been a little bit cooler and it would have matched a little bit better as well. Lockup with the lock bar came in at about 50%. You got nice solid lockup. Steel ceramic bearings in the pivot on what looks like a phosphor bronze washer. So very smooth action. It feels very, very smooth. Lock up on the knife, no up and down play, no side to side play. It is solid. I also want to note here CMB, I don't know if they're doing their scales internally. I have to assume that they are, but they did a really nice job on the carbon fiber with the copper inlay. That topo design is really smooth where the transitions are. There is no marks or anything. It transitions really well. Maybe a hint right there, and it's it's actually when you come off the scale to the steel or the titanium rather, that's where you kind of are feeling just like a little bit of a nub. It's not a huge difference, but everywhere on here is really well done. Titanium backspacer, front flipper, really interesting design on this one. I think it has the name of the knife on here. I guess that would be the designer logo. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. Looks like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but I am not sure. You got M390, all written in very small print, very small logo on here, nothing super offensive whatsoever. Just a really well done knife. This looks like an office carries, gentleman carry type knife, lady carry type knife, something that would be very discreet. I don't even think it sticks out of the pocket very far. Oh, that pocket clip works well too. I forgot about that. Yeah, not much left out of the pocket at all. This would definitely fit the bill, especially if you had some black pants on. It's going to blend in very nicely. I like this. This is very nice. Now, the price on this particular one, it is coming in at $221. For $250, you can pick up a USA-made tactile Maverick with the micarta scales. You can pick up a Benchmade bug out and get the Flytanium scales. Might put you about $250 as well, both USA made, and I think the titanium scales do class up the bug out a little bit. Just a couple alternative recommendations. If you are on a budget and want a front flipper, that is why I brought the Echo out here. It has a button lock or a liner lock, so you can get either or, and the front flipper on it works well. I would say the detent for sure on the Zetus is better than it is on the button lock version of this one. While it does work well, by comparison, it feels more snappy on the Zetus. I do like that a lot. Now, I think the Zetus gives you a lot of flair for the money. I think that's just coming in over 200. Imported knife with M390. Don't know how well it's heat treated. You're getting the copper inlay carbon fiber with the topo design, titanium all throughout, steel liner. Just really interesting offering at that price point. It's going to be one that's tough to beat, and I'm a bit more impressed than I thought I would be seeing what it looked like before it got here in hand, if that makes sense. So once I got it in hand, I was kind of like, actually, this is pretty cool. This is a very interesting design. They maybe could have gone with a little bit of a hollow grind, kind of like what you see on the smock. I think that would have made it a little bit more slicey. It's just a medium thickness here on the knife, and I say medium because if you look at it against the Echo, it's actually a little bit thicker starting on the original stock, so the Echo feels slicier. But It's a cool design. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Yay or nay for the Zetus from CMB Made Knives. This is the second of their premium variants. I've handled a lot of their budget stuff, but this is their second premium knife that has come through on the channel, and they do a really good job. A really good job. They kind of remind me a little bit of where Kunwu was when they were kind of starting out with the premium, right? That $199 price point, and you can get Kunwus a little bit cheaper if you get them on the pre-order or the Kickstarter. So I would definitely say they're there with Kunwu. I like Kunwu a lot. I think Kunwu feels a little bit more refined from their build quality. They feel like they're punching above their price point. I think this is priced exactly where it should be. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Shout out to everyone out there that leaves a like, comments, and is subscribed. I love you guys and I appreciate the support. Hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.